Hello and welcome to DCP Live episode number 267. It's early turkey edition.
Early turkey.
Early turkey,
It's a
exactly.
Wednesday.
Sorry.
I believe this is Mylan's favorite holiday, as he was telling us in the pre-show.
Hey, you guys know, well, this is an interesting story. I'm allergic to poultry. I can't have turkey.
All birds?
All birds, but
Emus?
recently I started eating chicken. And it hasn't affected me. I'm like, maybe my allergy's gone away.
Oh, maybe it's adjusted or
Maybe.
evolved or
Mylan,
poofed.
I
question.
don't know if that happens. Yes.
Do you think this happened and is a new Australian gene because of the emu war?
Yeah.
Because, you know, it was so traumatic to fight the emus and lose that now Australians are developing a DNA.
Actually change your DNA, your physical
Yeah.
existence.
I'm allergic to
It
birds.
is. I've just seen that there's an emu on price.
Isn't it great? It's so...
You know, it could have been. It could have been. It could have been genetic warfare from the emus to prevent Australians eating them. Yes.
They were editing your DNA. Interesting.
Yes.
There's some smart birds.
It does make sense.
It all adds up.
I do have more Australian facts today.
I would love to hear them.
Slang.
I would love
Yeah.
all of that.
Why do you think I showed up today?
And I've arranged them in a couple of different ways. Couple of questions, couple of demonstrations.
Demonstrations.
Okay.
Where you guys are going to attempt. So I would like you to demonstrate.
Whoa there, Mylan. Don't embarrass me.
I'm here for it.
It's
I'm here
easy.
for the
It's easy.
embarrassment.
Demonstrate the Aussie Salute.
The Aussie Salute.
Have a shot.
Don't do the Nazi one.
No,
Whatever you do.
no.
Yeah. Definitely
Okay, you
no
guys-
arm up.
All right, I'll give you a clue.
Is it
When
what
you
Briar
end up-
does to doorknobs?
When you're in the outback. What does that mean?
Oh, yeah, it's okay. It don't matter.
In the outback, there's a lot of flies.
So you're swatting?
Yes,
Swat.
that is
This
Aussie
is the
Salute.
Aussie Salute.
Yeah, that's
Is it
the
one
Aussie
or two
Salute.
arms? Oh, it's just this?
Yeah, just
How many do you
yeah.
do? How many do you do? Is there a number?
Well, flies are fucking annoying, so it's probably 1, 2. It's probably 3. It's probably 1, 2, 3.
Three fly
Three.
swat.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
The three.
Yes. Yes. There you go. That's Aussie Salute. It's just a normal question. What's a booze bus?
Booze bus.
It's where you get all the strippers and the alcohol. You put them on a bus, and then you go to the club.
Wow. So you have a club
Incorrect.
in transit to another club. So the
Yes.
clubbing doesn't stop in between clubs.
Yes.
Right?
No stop.
That is incorrect.
Okay, so
A
booze bus? Hold on, wait.
I don't-
I'm assuming
You
it's
don't
one of
know,
these
guess?
things where I feel like I've seen this where you hop on and it's actually like you're drinking beer on the bus or something.
You hop on.
Literal
beer.
definition of booze bus.
No. No.
Is
No.
it a? Is it a keg or a barrel?
Is
Or
it
No.
is
Is
it
it a?
Uber but in Australia?
No.
Oh, an
It's
Uber,
not-
because they always have beer. And
Yeah.
like, you know, we have
They're
water.
boozing
in
and cruising
Ubers.
constantly down there.
I'll give you a clue.
Okay.
It has something to do with the police.
Oh, it's Tefty.
What did I do?
It's an arc.
The Tefty booze bus.
Booze bust and police.
Oh, is it like the patrol car they put you in the back of or something? Because
on Friday or Saturday nights, they haul people in, but
Yeah,
they do them
the
in
bus
batches.
thing.
They do them in
Yeah, because
batches.
it's a bus.
Yeah.
Right? You're getting closer. So yeah,
Mhm.
so on a Friday, Saturday night, they'll set up basically a blockade on a certain road,
Yeah.
and it will funnel everyone through, and they'll breathalyze you.
Yep.
And it's like a big bus where they process people. It's like it's the booze bus. So you go on there and like
Sounds not fun.
like if you've been drinking and you get caught with blood alcohol, you park your car, you go on there. I think they do some other. I've never been on one before. You know, they fine you and whatever. As
Sure,
opposed to-
my lad.
and usually,
Sure.
if you've been you should never be drinking driving, but people who have been, as they round a corner and they see all the flashing lights and the big booze bus, are like, fuck, I'm gonna lose my license.
They have that on the freeways here in California every now and then. If you're cruising down, being like, "Oh, there's a big old
The old
checkpoint."
paddy
Yep.
wagon.
Yeah,
Yep.
but
Yeah. The paddy wagon's different. Or do they use a paddy wagon in
I don't
US?
know what the paddy wagon is.
It's like it's almost like a ute with like a capsule on the back where you lock people in the back of it.
Huh. Okay.
So imagine like a ute tray, right?
A ute?
Like a ute. Wait, you call it a truck. Hold on, you call it a truck, don't you?
Oh, okay.
We're just gonna
Sorry,
keep going
sorry.
down words, and it's like, wait a. It's
Okay.
like a paddy wagon. Yeah,
Yeah,
what
the
was
paddy
that?
wagon.
Like a
Imagine a
ute.
ute.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay. What do you call a truck with like a flatbed? Like a single cab. We call
Like
them
a
a single
truck?
cab ute.
Call him a truck.
Like
Fucking
a
me.
like a
What do you-
mom car, like an SUV.
No, not a fucking mum car. Like
That's just a
like
truck.
on a farm. No, okay, like on a farm.
Is flatbed?
you-
Is this just called?
Yeah,
flatbed?
yeah, but like it's not like a huge flatbed, like a small flatbed. A flatbed,
like-
a pickup truck. Okay, like a pickup truck.
Sure.
Oh.
Like
okay.
a two-door pickup truck,
Yes.
right?
Right. Yes. Yes.
But the
yes.
back end is fully enclosed with like little jail bars on the back of it, and you
That's
lock people
the paddy
in. There.
wagon.
That's the
Yeah.
paddy wagon,
Naturally.
naturally. Oh, actually, do you know what it looks like? What's the Ghostbusters car?
Oh, that's not that.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
that's
It
like a
sort of
that's
looks
a
bit like
station
that,
wagon.
I guess. Yeah,
The
you know,
Ghostbusters
well, you
car,
know,
it's a
it's got that
station
big, like, I guess it's got that big bit in the back, right, where you can put people.
That's
Yeah.
a hearse.
Yeah,
Oh,
hearse.
fuck.
They have a hearse.
Don't
That's
worry, don't worry
right.
about it.
Do you
Don't
know
worry,
what
I'm
a
sorry.
hearse
Put people in the
Yes.
back. You
It's-
know.
Is it a hearse? I thought it was an
Yeah, yeah.
ambulance thing. I thought it was an ambulance.
No, I'm pretty
Like an
sure
old
it's like
school
a
ambulance.
It's like a station wagon hearse type of thing for the
Station.
Ghostbusters.
Okay, it's not a okay.
It's definitely
Police. Okay, let me
definitely not
clarify.
a.
Australian police. Australian police do not put you in the hearse. Okay. Next question.
No, that's American. Please.
Oh,
Let's see. What did I learn in that? The
You
booze bussin'? What was it? Booze
booze
bus.
bus.
Booze
bus.
bus. Yurt
Booze and buzz.
and
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Paddy wagon. It's kind of.
If hey, okay, so these next questions
Yes.
require you to apply knowledge from previous Australian slang sessions.
Okay.
Ooh,
Deduce
I like it.
the information.
If you went to a Barbie,
Yeah.
what would you put your stubbies in?
Ooh, the stubbies is the
What was
beer
what was the
koozie thing.
stubby?
The beer.
Oh, the beer koozie. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the-
What would you?
Yeah, but
What would you put
stubby
it in?
holder is the beer
Stubby holder,
koozie,
yes.
and
Oh,
the stubby is the beer.
You'd put it in a shoe. That's an Australian thing.
Partial credit for what? Because that's a shoey. Partial credit.
oh, the shoey.
The shoey.
The shoey just does not sound hygienic.
It's not.
No. No. A shoe. What would you keep it cold in?
The
A
fridge.
the thing, the portable fridge, the
Yes.
thing, the
The
box,
cooler?
the
Yes.
cooler,
The
a cooler.
Yes. You call it a cooler. What do we call it? Do you have any idea?
I don't
a
remember if we went over that one.
No, this is the answer. So you
A
had to apply your
stubby.
knowledge of stubbies.
Okay, a shoey, a cooey, a coo.
No.
A coolie.
A chesty.
Yeah, cooler. What do you call it?
It's an
Kula?
an esky.
An esky.
Esky.
Like an Eskimo?
Esky.
Kind of
Yeah, I
racist.
think.
Is that racist?
Well, it could be. No.
Like you say, they make an
Esky.
igloos. It's cold, right?
Esky is a brand of cooler, but basically it was the main brand of cooler in Australia. So everybody calls every cooler an Esky
Yeah, it's like
because the brand's Esky.
like
And look,
Band-Aids.
maybe the
Exactly.
brand has like an igloo on it. I guess that's like
Relating to Eskimos?
I'm
I
sure
guess
that's where the name
maybe.
comes from. Yes.
yeah.
Any other parts
So
of
you
the
call it
world
an
rock an Eskimo?
If
Or,
someone says, "Get me a
igloo?
stubby out of the Esky," now you guys know what to do.
Do people actually say that?
Yeah, how common would you hear that?
Commonly, like how common is
Esky, yes. People say bring an esky.
And a stubby?
Yes. Maybe. If someone said we're having a barbecue, we need more eskies because we need to have them full of ice so people can put their drinks in them. 100%.
Be
There
no
you go.
problem. No translation
That makes
issues.
sense.
All right.
that makes sense that
last
you'd
one.
use that.
All
Frequently.
right.
Can't believe it's the
Last
last
one.
one. How dare you?
Stop having so much fun.
This is the whole show, Mylan. This is it. This is what we're
Hey.
doing all for 2 hours.
I said to you guys before, I've got law. I've got a big, juicy law topic on the
Nice.
9 and the 30th anniversary, and it's tied into the Witch
Ooh.
Queen.
Wow.
There's a bit of bait for you.
Okay.
There's a hook. Stick around to the end. If you went to the bottle-o
Mm-hmm.
and someone asked you to pick up some goon, what would you be getting?
Some teenagers that are standing outside.
Chewing tobacco.
No, that's goons. Chewy tobacco? No.
All right.
Drugs? Chat's guessing too. Drugs? No. Porn mag? No. Okay, now it's getting out
how
of
about
A goon.
3-week-old hot
Candy.
dog?
It's a type of candy.
No, you're at the bottle shop.
Oh, right. A goon.
A
Okay.
bottle
Empty.
opener. A bottle opener?
Is it
No.
a 6-pack?
No. Okay, it's a type of alcohol.
Oh, it's type alcohol. All right.
Mm,
Yeah.
A
What would a
goon.
goon be? Would it be whiskey?
Shots.
Vodka?
Vodka.
No. No. Okay, it's a really cheap wine. I don't know. I'm sure
Oh,
you
like
have
a box wine, like Franzia.
box wine. Yes. Yeah.
Tour de
Wine
Franzia.
is a goon.
Yeah. And I'll
That
give you go on.
goon doesn't. Where's the origin of goon?
I have no idea.
Is it? Is
I-
there a
Well, I need
brand?
to know. This doesn't make
Is there a
any
brand named like Box Wine Goon or something?
I have no idea where goon came from. I have no idea.
Because it's so unrelated to
say-
wine.
sense. Do you say goon often?
When you are young and you've just turned 18, it is the cheapest alcohol you could buy because you get like a box of wine for like $6.
Nectar from the gods.
And then what you do? Oh, this is more stuff. Do you know what a
Yes.
Hills Hoist is?
Hills
Is that a dog food
Hoist.
brand?
No, it's a the clothesline.
What?
Is it something to keep your junk from sagging?
No, when you
A support
No.
system from down under?
No. So where do you hang your washing up? We have a clothesline, Hills Hoist. It's like a center pole, and it's
Yeah.
looks like a
Yes.
bit like an umbrella, and you put your
Yes.
clothes on, right?
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
So you play a game called Goon of Fortune, and you stand around it, and you take the goon bag out, and you peg the goon bag to the clothesline, and then you spin it. And if it lands on you, it's right there, and you just punch the thing, and you slam goon.
Okay, so next time Mylan can come here to for PAX, that's what we're doing.
Goon of Fortune. We just need to find a
Goon
Hills
of
Hoist.
Fortune. That
Yeah.
is that really common down there, or is that a deep cut?
Yeah, when you first start drinking, yeah. For sure.
Dude, because
Like,
Goon
if
of
you-
Fortune sounds amazing.
That
Yeah.
does sound great.
Yeah.
Really bad. And the best thing about the goon bags is that they become pillows. Because once they're empty, you blow them up with air and you lay on them.
Perfect, because you're on the beach, right? Getting drunk on the beach, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Wow, that was great.
Strange
of
facts
Fortune.
with Mylin.
Still weird that a box wine is a goon.
Someone
Yeah.
said in chat it's a brand. It's a
Oh,
brand
really?
of wine.
If it's a brand, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
we do that for a bunch of stuff.
the most abundant of them all, or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I guess it was similar to this was like a brand Australian facts. Like Esky was a brand, Goon was a brand. There you go.
Yeah. It's like Trader Joe's and the $2 Chuck. That's a bottle of wine.
$2 chuck.
Yeah.
Huh?
Trader Joe's has this really cheap wine, and it's called Charles Shaw. And so then at some point, pop culture has dubbed it $2 Chuck. And it's not even $2 anymore. I think it got inflated with the cost of living and all that. So now it's like $2.50 Chuck or something like that. But before it was exactly $2, and people called it $2 Chuck.
Right.
$2 chuck.
Do you have dollar stores over there, which used to be everything was $1, but now it's sort of just cheap stuff.
Our dollar stores is still $1 for sure. Be weird
Like
if
for
I walked.
everything in there?
Yeah. I was in there recently. We got
Really?
some Christmas decorations.
99 cents.
Yeah. Cool. Memes saw something that was like, supposedly there was a small Christmas tree for $1. And she's like, we should go check it out. And I was like, do I want $1 Christmas tree? And she's like, but maybe we could put it somewhere. I'm like, all right, let's go. And it turns out there was a bunch of Christmas decorations on there. We ended up buying several things. I was like, okay, cool. And there was frozen food in there too, which was really weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Frozen food.
Frozen food for $1. Dead serious. I'm not making it up.
My mind's like, yeah, sounds great. Now, what we haven't mentioned is that Mylan is officially a doctor.
Congratulations, Dr. Mylan.
Dr. Lord Daddy, big week. I handed in. I already handed in my PhD. It was passed with revisions. I did my revisions. 60 pages later, 150 references for just a revisions table. Sent that in. That got approved. So they said, you don't have to do anything else. Here's the weird thing. My first day, I was like, oh, this is day 1 of content creation. I got sent an email from the uni. Okay, the final step for you to graduate, submit your thesis to our eSpace, which, by the way, is publicly available. Hope you have your copyrights sorted. I spent the whole fucking afternoon contacting publishers to get copyright permissions because the way I've written my thesis, my chapters are published articles. And you relinquish the copyrights to your own work when you publish it somewhere else. And because it's an open source at the university, you need special permission to do it.
Wow. So you have to go and contact all the publishers of those articles you referenced?
Well, I found a workaround, which was I just removed every single chapter that was in a published article and put a big note that says removed for copyright. Which they recommended, but maybe they didn't intend for the entire thesis to be redacted. But there you go. It's PhD of the redacted. By the way, Danny's pregnant, so I announced that.
Congratulations!
Yeah. What a crazy week.
Yeah.
Is there Australian slang for pregnant?
You guys say bun in the oven, don't you?
Yeah.
Up the duff.
Up the duff.
I've heard that one.
Yeah. Up the duff. That's a good one. Yeah. Jeez. Have you seen that video? Yahoo Answers, pregnant or whatever? Pregnante. Oh, no. Don't tell me you've never seen that. I'll send you a link after this. It's people asking, like, how to tell if someone's pregnant on Yahoo, but they're spelling pregnant wrong, and the guy just pronounces it how they say it, like pregnant.
I think I have seen this actually. I think I have. Yeah, that rings a bell.
Very funny.
Nice. Well, congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Awesome. So, PhD, gonna be a dad soon. Good Lord.
And day 2 full-time content creation now. I'm all in.
Congratulations, man.
Watch Tefty's video.
On the
nod with my head. Yes, good advice. I'll probably make all the same mistakes.
You're like, yeah, I am doing that. That's true. Yep.
Wait for my video. How many years it take? Wait for my video 3 years time, guys. I'm burnt out. I didn't take the advice.
Oh man. Well,
there you go.
There was a twab.
There was. I didn't even read it.
Should we do that first, seeing as it's like one word, and then we'll talk about
last week's twab was so big that I didn't even look at this week's twab.
I wasn't expecting it. They said it was going to be teeny tiny. You know, it's the day before Thanksgiving. The coolest thing actually is the image for the twab is a hunter holding Gallahorn, showing off the hunter armor.
Look at that helmet.
It's a cool
globe. Look, a sphere.
Ooh.
Or an egg.
It looks nice.
It does.
Not bad.
So
it looks like a racing helmet.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the look a lot.
Looks like a fighter pilot helmet. Something like
that. Or a future AI helmet. Do you walk up to and get all the info? Yes.
last week it was 6,000 words. They say in the TWAB, they're like 6,000 word thesis last week. But now there's really
laughs and PhD.
But they're doing a thing called Gallardays at the Bungie store, counting down to Gjallarhorn's debut in Destiny 2. So it's starting now and going till December 7th, and there's going to be deals on a bunch of stuff in the Bungie store, and there's also deals with their partners, Just Geek, Level Up Wear, and Loot Crate are offering discounts on Destiny licensed merchandise. So now is going to be the goodest time to go get you some stuff. There's new emblems. They've added a bunch of new products, which actually look really cool. There's a couple sweaters in there that I would like very much.
Yeah, that sweater is actually really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool ones. The what are they called? Manufacturer ones. I think those all look good. I'd be concerned that the Christmas jumper isn't going to get here in time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Bungie store, like,
oh, that does
give
look
it
cool.
6 months, just in case. Just be
safe. Yeah, we can't wear Christmas jumpers here because it's always like 30 degrees Celsius on Christmas Day.
Right. It's beach weather on
You're
Christmas
just
Day.
sweating. Yeah, need a Christmas tank top.
Christmas budgie smuggling.
Opportunity for you there, Bungie.
You could have
well,
the
they are
beard.
selling
Bungie smugglers.
Bungie's. Oh, that's good. That writes itself. They are selling underwear, which is close.
Is that a Gjallarhorn in your pants? You're just happy to see me.
So it's gonna be they said gifts of Gallardays. Check back daily for free gifts. So I don't know what that's about. But
On
I
the
like
store
free
or in the
gifts.
game?
I don't know. It just says check out Gallardays on the Bungie store. So I guess it's the Gallardays Bungie store landing page. Oh yeah, it's kind of like an advent calendar when you press into it.
Do you know what someone told me today? The 4th Grimoire anthology book is available for free on the Bungie store in PDF.
Wow. Oh, that's this, right? The free ebook download. That was for so it's on the Gallardays Bungie store thing.
Oh yeah, free ebook download. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
so they're gonna be
cool.
Black Friday's gonna have 10% off. Cyber Monday's gonna have 50% off, and then they have 50% off soundtracks. There's gonna be a bunch of gifts leading up to Gjallarhorn. That's cool.
I'm really surprised they released the most recent copy of that and not one of the other copies that you can't even really buy anymore. Like Volume 4 just came out.
Right. Yeah. That's the latest one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like put a digital copy of the Volume 1 or 2 or 3.
No, totally.
That's really hard to get hold of. I hope they do that though. I hope they do the other copies. It'd be interesting to see if they do.
Well, they said so daily gifts, so maybe they are planning on doing sprinkle them out throughout.
I mean,
maybe.
yeah, that would be
Gallardays.
huge if they did all of them.
Yeah. And that's a TWAB.
What an exciting TWAB.
That's why you guys were stalling this morning. I'm like, I was trying to get through my Australian facts. You're like, no, slow it down. Slow it down.
Pump the brakes, Dr. Mylan.
Pump the brakes.
The only other thing they talked about is that the 30th anniversary pack is treated as DLC, not seasonal content. So it's not going to go you can't play it on Xbox and PC. You have to buy it separately because it functions as a DLC license.
Interesting.
So keep that in mind.
Do I
copy that?
Buy it for the Xbox or PS5?
Copy that. So you guys want to hear some more then?
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait.
So that was a bit rushed.
Wait, hold up. Before we do that, Watts, did you get a chance? You got a chance to play in your Hunter recently, right?
I did.
What was it like after months of playing Warlock?
It's very weird. I definitely I adjust to it like way quicker than going back to Warlock. Even playing Hunter for like an hour and going back to Warlock, I'm like, I don't know how to Warlock anymore. I've forgotten it completely.
It's floofing business. What is this?
So I took a bit because especially with Bottom Tree Dawnblade, you're just like you're diving for health. You have a rift for health. So I have a bunch of ways to kind of get my health back. So that was a different experience. But man, sidearms feel so much better to use on Hunter. I feel like they just feel Like being able to aggressively jump at someone with a sidearm is really nice. So that was fun. I had a good time with Rat King.
Nice.
And then I was like, okay, I'm done with the pennies. I gotta go. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I was curious how that felt because I know when I've played a class for a long time and I switch to another one, I'm always just completely
It's
backwards
weird.
and stuff.
You
Wait,
play,
so
you
are
do
we
play
all
differently.
hunters? Are we all main hunters? I mean, you guys
Yes.
doing walk at the moment, but when
Yeah.
you switch back over?
Yeah, for a long, long time. Basically
Yeah.
forever. For Destiny.
We're doing 30th anniversary dungeon runs? Hunter
Might as
game?
well.
Yes. Yes,
we can't
please.
be on hunters though, because
You gotta get the armor, Tefty.
we have a stipulation.
It's gonna disappear.
When can you change? Which queen?
Which queen?
Which queen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be up
Right,
playing on
good.
my hunter though, because I want that armor. I'm not missing out on 2 sets of armor. You crazy? I need it for transmog.
True. Bro.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was gonna say that I think the different or the jump between hunter and warlock is the most or the biggest extreme right there, because
Yeah.
not only the floof is strange when you're used to a floaty or like a regular jump, double jump bounce type of thing, but the phoenix dive and the rift and all that play very differently from the hunter kit and all that.
Definitely. Yeah, it is very different. It's a different play style.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well, yeah, let's hear
Gotta
more.
get her caught up for Witch Queen though. Because
True.
you know, I know people were like, as soon as you get on, the blues are gonna be dropping at 13:30. I'm like, I know, but Elden Ring comes out 3 days later, and I need as much of a head start as I can get, okay?
You've got priorities.
I gotta get ready.
It's packed in February.
That is gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Is Elden Ring is on PC too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You better play it and you better not rage quit, Mylan. I will haunt your dreams.
Hey, look, the only reason I'm rage quitting Bloodborne is because the back seating.
Just put followers on or sub only mode.
No, you put emote only on.
That's true.
That's
When
true.
people start getting like heavy into the backseating, emote only mode is actually a pretty good one to keep it like chill and happy.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah,
like
but
let's just cheer with our emote.
I have all the angry emotes. Just slamming the desk.
Perfect. Fair dinkum.
Fair dinkum.
Oh,
Bloody.
man.
Oh. Right.
So you got more
I've been
Australian
writing.
facts?
No, I've been writing law. Finished a PhD. Back into the law skis. And I've been doing a deep dive on the 9. Because 30th anniversary, I didn't really realize is very likely is 9 related. I don't know if you know this.
Huh,
Yeah, the 6-man activity, when they showed it off initially, it had like the 9 kind of symbols on it, and they showed another image.
Cool.
So the loot cave image, like the standard sort of image for it with all the treasure and all that in that like room, has got Zer creeping in the background. When you read the summary description of the 30th anniversary, it says Zer invites you to the shores of eternity. Eternity was the 9's crucible map, where your skill will be tested and rewarded. And like Watt said, the Dares of Eternity, the 6-player activity, has the 3 circles, which is the symbols for the 9. So the big question is like, how are they going to mix in the 9? What's the story? So the video that I'm releasing soonish, next couple of days, will be on that. But you guys get an exclusive sneak peek right here.
Early
right
snip,
Ooh.
the early drop.
Exclusive.
Yes.
You guys are going to be so happy to listen to this while you're making your turkeys.
We're getting a pre-taste of the wine right now.
Pre-taste of the Goon.
We're playing Goon of Fortune on the Lore of the 9.
You're playing Goon of Fortune and it's landed on you and you're going to
guzzle
from the lore bag.
From the lore bag.
Right. First thing. What are the 9? Because this is the complex
They're
topic.
spooky.
Please.
They're spooky. What do you guys have any idea what the like?
Well,
do you
I've
remember
heard
anything
that
about
they
what the nine are?
represent like Jovian elements in our solar system, or they represent the planets, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty close. So the best description is they are dark matter.
Mm-hmm.
These loops of dark matter around each of the celestial bodies. 9 of them, not including Pluto.
You say loops?
So, yeah, like a halo ring almost.
Like a ring?
Yeah,
Okay.
almost like a ring. But like because they are influenced by gravity.
Huh.
So the gravity of each celestial body.
So they are gravity.
No.
They're influenced heavily by the gravity.
Do you know my best explanation of them is first thing, like dark matter. Apparently dark matter, people understand it better in the Destiny universe. Dark matter in I don't know much about dark matter, and someone's probably in the comments and be like, actually, I'm a particle physicist, which is great. Let us know. Okay, fine. But dark matter doesn't interact with anything except maybe it's influenced by gravity, or maybe gravity, something like that. Like gravity is the thing that it can influence. Put it that way, or maybe gravity influences it. Apart from that, dark matter just passes through everything. So dark matter could be passing through you right now, and we don't know. We don't feel it.
Right.
So the way that I think about the 9, it's like, you know, like a ghost being outside their body, and they're like, hey, I'm here, and like nobody can see them. They can pass through walls, they pass through materials, like they can't pick up stuff, but they can observe you, they can see you.
They're observers.
And so they have this relationship with a life because they sort of live vicariously through us, and they are dependent on us. There's also this description that they're dependent on us for their own thoughts. So it's, I don't know. I use the analogy like if you had a haunted house, ghosts would be like hella bored if nobody lived there because they wouldn't have anything to watch.
Right. Yeah.
No
That's
entertainment.
actually really good.
Right. So
that's good.
The haunted house is the celestial body, and the people in the mansion is the life on that planet, right?
Right.
And the dark matter is the ghosts. That's and this is all very like vague in the lore, but that's sort of our best understanding of what the 9 are. And what they wanted to do, this is a bit like the ghost seeing how much fun humans are, like how much fun they're having. They can feel, touch, think, they're living their lives. Like a ghost, like, I want that. I can see that, but I can't have it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to, and they sort of talk about, they want to enter our chemical reality. They want to enter like our realm. And the way that they're thinking about doing that is when the traveler arrived, that's what that first gave them hope. Like, hey, maybe we can escape this. Maybe we can, firstly, A, be less dependent on life on these planets, and B, live it for ourselves, essentially. And the traveler gave them hope with that because they thought, oh, this might be our solution to it. With the traveler came the armed Kara and the wish dragons. And some of them tried to wish for like bodies using the wish dragons. But the wish was perverted like all armed Kara do. And that is the origin story for, you've probably heard the box of dust. You heard the box of dust? This is a box of dust, and every grain of dust represents a planet in it. That's meant to be some of the dark matter from the 9 who tried to wish the armed Kara wish themselves into being, and they end up wish themselves into a dust box.
Oh wow!
Right?
Backfired.
It backfired. They after the great Ahamkara hunt, and all of the Ahamkara were made extinct except for Riven. They obviously couldn't use that source to free themselves, so they looked towards Guardians, and of course they don't have a way of communicating with us because they're dark matter. So they created an emissary. Okay. And Xur was that first prototype to try study Guardians and the light so they could see if they could understand that and leverage it to free themselves.
And he learned that we like loot.
He's like, how about these exotics?
Yeah. why Xur has exotics might just be like it's a video game.
Yeah.
Like I think Xur came before a lot of the heavy lore about the Nine, and it was sort of like added probably post
Sure.
Xur.
Yeah.
Oren, who was the next emissary, was like the next model of communication with Guardians. She's like and we got Trials of the Nine. Do you remember
Is that
that?
the sock lady?
Yeah. Sock lady, yeah, and the
Nice.
big head.
Yes.
Going false.
Yes, it's Oren.
She's
Yes.
still in the dungeon. She's chilling.
Oh
Yeah.
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 And the little sparkle pony walking around.
And you'll remember when you did Trials of the Nine, you got this dialogue. Oh, was it prophecy? Anyway, Oren says to you,
Same thing.
only 2 others have transcended their design. The first, an hourglass counting down with infinite patience. The second, a forgotten blade sharpened anew. And now the Dredgen. So she names 3 characters who have transcended their design. And we've always been trying to speculate on who these are. One's obviously named as a Dredgen already.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, the Dredgen transcended his design and got gifted the Hall, which is the rock he drags behind his ship. That's a gift from the Nine, which is a pocket universe.
Right.
Right?
Jesus.
It's all the primevals in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The Forgotten Blade is mentioned in Prophecy Dungeon as being Eris Morn.
Oh.
The Dredgen.
Oh.
Have Eris Morn, and then since we got Beyond Light, most people would speculate that the third, the Hourglass, makes sense to be the Exo Stranger,
Elsie.
the Time Traveler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
they're the
these 3
anti-Vanguard homies.
Yep, they're the Dark Vanguard. So these 3 characters all transcended their design with some sort of manipulation of the darkness. Dredgen created motes of dark and can summon primevals. Eris wielded stasis.
And now
in
she's also
little
like
orb.
a hive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Her original story. She's also Hyvie. Yeah. And I guess you'd probably, be nice to say Eris, Hyvie. And then, Elsie Bray encouraged use of stasis in Beyond Light.
Yeah.
As a tool, as a weapon. So this is how it might link to 30th anniversary. We, the Guardian, now since Beyond Light, wield stasis. So maybe we are now deemed worthy of transcending our design. And the Drifter got a gift, and I wonder if the Loot Cave is our gift from the Nine.
That would make sense.
Interesting. Yeah, that's really cool.
How cool is that?
That's super cool.
I will also say I had a fair bit of help writing this script because the Nine is pretty complicated, and someone from my Twitch chat, Circadian Wolf, is just those annoying people that remember everything. He's one of those dudes. Really, really good. Like, actually, back in 2009, Bungie. So I got all the references in the video, but it was very, very helpful because this is a hard video.
Very cool.
The last thing to know about the Nine, because I know we got time, so we can spend more time.
We got plenty of
We
time.
definitely,
We got time.
Do you know the Nine is linked to Savathun?
Savathun.
Did not.
I did not know that.
I thought they were just space dust, Jovian space dust.
Well, sorry, one of the stories. So there was a trainee cryptarch called Lavinia, and she was trying to discover the Nine, and she actually found their realm. This is how we know what the Nine are, because we get her descriptions of the Nine. She went through a portal on a space station called Casserole, and this is where Xur and stuff came through. And when she went into this realm, went into the ghost netherworld, right? That's all. Have you guys seen what's that Netflix show called Lock and Key? Seen Lock and Key?
Yeah, watching it right now.
And you know the ghost door?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, that's not supposed. It's like the ghost door, right? She went through the ghost door, and when she got into that space, she just like had an epiphany. She just like understood the universe. She understood what the Nine were. And that's where the descriptions of the 9 come from. Like from that.
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
Guess who else she found in that space? In the 9's realm. Savathun. Savathun was there. Well, it doesn't actually say Savathun. The very last entry of that book is called The Witch. And The Witch says, or it's either Lavinia or The Witch says, I think it's Lavinia talking about The Witch. She sees how one of the 9 blinded guardians to Gaul's approach, risking everything, for Gaul would have destroyed the sun and the 9 with it. To learn how to steal the light. And she sees how that one was punished. So, bit of backstory. One of the 9 assisted Gaul by stuffing up our senses with dark matter so that Gaul could attack the city because they wanted to see how Gaul was going to steal the light. Because if Gaul could do it, maybe they could enact something similar
Right, they were
to
scheming.
also free themselves. Yes. So, very, very specifically, Savathun sees the 9's attempt at how to steal the light, which is a strong message in the Witch Queen trailers. The Bungie devs constantly say Savathun's going to steal the light.
Yeah.
Right. So Savathun gets some of this knowledge from the 9, or she's at least aware of what they did. And the hint that it's Savathun is 1 is the witch, and 2, she serves tea to Lavinia, the cryptarch, out of a cup of bone. And in the Truth to Power lore book, Savathun's daughter has an Ahamkara bone tea set, which you'll serve tea in. So
Kind of cool. I would like one.
Ahamkara bone tea set.
Sounds
Find it
nice.
on Bungie.net. Or Christmas Day 13 presents. So a nice little tie into Savathun. There could be something like that. Maybe in the 3rd anniversary, maybe not. But we've at the very least know that Savathun went into the 9's realm and understood what they were trying to do with stealing the light.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating.
Wow.
There you go. Now you don't need to watch my video. But please do. Click the like button.
Yeah, go watch the video and click like when it comes out.
Yeah, I've always wanted more details and info about the 9 in general. Like I've always thought it was like a really cool element in the game that it filled with this mystery. Obviously, Zur is part of that, which makes it like who is this Zur guy? Why is his will not his own and all that? And it's fascinating to see some of those things, or finally see some of that information come out and be a little bit more known, I guess, right?
Yeah, it'd be really cool if they actually dive a bit deep on the 9 with the 3rd anniversary and maybe clarify some of that or re-highlight some of like the 9 and what they are and how they function, because it's one of those ones that's actually, even though we have the information, it's still really hard to interpret or understand.
Yeah.
Or like,
well, it's almost like it would be a great opportunity to introduce another enemy race if they ever wanted to through that. Like if they're trying to manifest their self into, if they're trying to become self-actualized beings in our universe and act like us, like you could see a pathway of suddenly there's these 9 creatures that exist that have been manifested through some sort of power, right?
Yeah.
Be interesting.
Celestial gods.
Yeah, celestial gods suddenly roaming.
Yeah.
You bump
Space
into
battles
in Patrol.
confirmed in Destiny.
Yeah.
Space battle scene. I
I
did start writing a video on Aldrin and the Garden, but I might say that for next week because I need to look over my notes a bit more.
Nice. But one thing, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. The one thing that's always bugged me, though, about the 9 is that it's so heavily tied to just our solar system, or at least I assume it's tied to just our solar system. Like maybe there is other...
I would say so.
Yeah, other 9 things happening in other systems. But I always thought that was strange. And also finding out that they were here before the Traveler.
Right.
Like, I actually thought that the Traveler was maybe a spark that caused that. Like the Traveler showed up and then it sparked this 9 energy throughout the solar system. Guess not.
Yeah.
Guess who was here beforehand? And they were just
Yeah.
Creeping on everything that was going on
A
in the
great
planets.
watcher.
Yeah.
It's very similar to how they've described like the winnower and the gardener that existed before everything as well. Like just these cosmic forces, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And it's interesting how they tie in the idea of dark matter and how they describe dark matter. And then I honestly think they probably use something similar to this like ghost analogy, like trying to interact with our world and just being out of reach and being observers. Like it's got all those sort of themes in it.
Yeah, for sure. Cool.
Very interesting. Yeah, I hope they do something with the lore stuff for the 30th anniversary. I know it's kind of just like a big celebration of everything that's happened before in Destiny's history. But yeah, if they could work in some stuff with the 9, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, there's obviously the foundation and the fact that I honestly didn't realize until I started looking. I was like, I knew Xur was there, but I actually hadn't put it together that the 6-man activity was called Dares of Eternity, which is the same as the Crucible map and had the 9 symbols and, the description for the anniversary even, Xur invites you. So, yeah, I think they could easily drop some lore, even if it's in-game and Xur even explaining himself a bit more. It'd be cool.
That would
Like,
be
you
great.
guys shadow dived. Here's a Gallahorn. You're welcome. It's our gift.
You just boiled down like a 30-minute video into a sentence.
Xur is suddenly like, have you ever heard of Icebreaker? Here's an icebreaker. Pocket Infinity.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do we do with that bribe? What do we do with that bribe? That Twitter questions. Do we have Twitter questions?
We have to do Twitter questions.
We have to cowboy the questions. Just wrangle them.
Team effort.
Team effort. I'm gonna bring. What I generally do is I bring up the tweet, and then I just like look through the replies and pick random stuff.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Anything that you think is good. There was one from Mylan that said, "I definitely forgot DCP is tonight."
I 100% forgot the DCP was tonight.
So did Briar. Actually, we didn't really talk to him about it last week. We didn't.
Yeah, it was. We kind of were like, "Oh, next week's Thanksgiving. We should probably do it on Wednesday."
Yeah. Let's see.
You guys want to do Twitter questions?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were
just bringing it up. Yeah. We'll rotate through so we can find one each and keep it flowing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. You want to go first, Watts? You got one?
Tefty got one.
Yeah, I got one. Onyx Dragon says, if you could bring one thing back from D1, what would it be? Other than Drake's promise, of course. Laugh emoji. With the drip on the forehead.
One thing back from Destiny 1?
Yeah. What would you bring back?
Destiny 1.
I'm not very nostalgic when it comes to bringing stuff back. I want to see new stuff, but if I had to bring something back.
If you had to put the nostalgic hat on, you were feeling misty-eyed about something in D1.
I mean, I just love Touch of Malice just because of the lore, to be honest. It's one of my favorite pieces.
That is cool. Yeah.
It's such a capstone on like the Books of Sorrow. I want that in another weapon. I want the D2 version of that.
That'd be cool.
Something that like brings all like a massive saga together in some sort of pinnacle weapon that thematically ties in. That'd be really cool.
It does say one thing from D1, so it could be anything. It doesn't have to be.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
Could be Osiris, brother Osiris, brother Vance.
Brother Vance.
brother.
No one asked for Brother Vance to come
Bitch
back.
Vance.
He was so cool in D1 though.
Oh, that version of Brother Vance. Yeah, okay.
He was a cool guy.
Yeah.
And then he became a weird fanboy.
Yeah.
He did become a fanboy.
I want the a la cool strike.
Oh, that would be great.
That was just a super cool strike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'll take Asylum, the map. Bring that back.
Yeah, how about some just all the PvP maps?
All of them.
Select all.
What about the Moments of Triumph raid armor, like the Crota one, and
that'd be cool.
Those are beautiful.
Yep.
Question. Ryan from Ryan Dupras. If you had to vacation on any location, Desert Universe, where would you go?
Venus. Venus generally looks pretty nice.
Venus is nice and like lush jungle.
I saw that postcard that said like "Wish You Were Here" from Venus during the Golden Age when they were all traveling to different planets.
You know, you gotta
It
watch
looked
out.
pretty nice.
Watch out for that Vex tech.
Titan using the Golden Age would be good too. The archaeology.
Yeah.
Is that before it got stanky?
Yeah, don't you think it would stink constantly from all that methane?
Yeah, but it was probably nice when everything wasn't busted up.
Do you think
I mean, outside would be toxic.
Systems?
Yeah, you couldn't go swimming.
What about that sea monster? What's the lore on that sea monster?
Leviathan. There is some lore on that. I can't remember
Yeah?
it. Someone was studying them. Yeah. Yeah. Big old sea monster.
Giant methane swimming sea monsters.
Yeah. Wow, we really are. 20 questions is hard.
Well, Breyer takes them and puts them in a document.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pre-filters them.
He gets them in a document.
Yep.
That's why it flows so nice.
Oh, he does such a good job.
I have a question from Blandy McBlanderson.
Okay.
Who says, which of the following true statements seems the least truthy? These are all true.
One of these.
One
All
of
right,
these.
Blandy.
The world's 7th biggest pyramid is a Bass Pro Shops megastore.
Is a what?
Bass Pro Shop megastore. It's an American thing, Bass Pro Shop.
It's a Bass Pro Shop.
Google it. Google it,
Walmart, but strictly for like outdoors stuff. And more design put into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty funny. Interesting.
All mammals get about 1 billion heartbeats in their lifetime. And number 3, in the set of all integers.
Integer?
Integers?
Maybe.
Just lowering it.
What's lowering that? It's only divisible by itself, isn't it?
Oh, that would make sense. There are as many even numbers as total numbers.
What?
Listen, I don't know math. I don't do math, so that doesn't make any sense to me.
Wait, I don't fucking know. Did I say that wrong?
Integers. Integers are normal numbers like 1, 2, 3. 3.5 is not. Okay.
Oh, right.
So there are as many even numbers as total numbers.
Right.
Will you just get rid of the math ones? Fuck them off.
Okay, we have the world's 7th biggest pyramid is Bass Pro Shop megastore. And all mammals get about 1 billion heartbeats in their lifetime.
I feel like that's the hardest one to believe. It's true.
1 billion heartbeats?
Yeah, because it's all mammals. So, small, large.
Well, their heart beats faster.
Right, but they all get the same amount.
They all get 1 billion, but their heart beats faster, so they die sooner.
Like, damn. Got a bum rap.
Like, damn, got him.
God.
The pyramid, it's confusing, the pyramid one, because you'd think, oh, it's in Egypt, but there's just a big megastore that is the size
That's totally believable. Some executive was like, what's the biggest thing we could possibly make? Be like, what do we make something bigger than the ancient Egypt pyramid? Be like, let's do it. What's the logistics on making a giant pyramid? I can see that happening.
Definitely.
Let's see. Here's a throwback. Axeman says, for the DCP crew, would you rather have 15 pounds of crawfish with Patrick or 15 pounds of turkey with turkey Breyer with what?
Turkey with Breyer, like just turkey Breyer.
So you're going to eat 15 pounds of crawfish with Holtz, or you're going to have 15 pounds of turkey Breyer with Watts. Turkey Breyer is delicious, so I'm probably going to go with that one. I'm not a big fan of crawfish. Yeah.
We tasted it. Also, eating human is still vegan. It's the lore. The lore on that.
I heard it from the 9. They told me in a dream.
It told me.
What do you think, Mylan?
I'll be honest. I drifted off. And I've been trying to find the tweet again.
Do you think 15 pounds of crawfish is a lot? Have we had this conversation on the show yet with you?
Crayfish?
Yeah, crayfish.
Crayfish?
Crawfish. Crawdads.
15 pounds. Translate that
Mud
to
bugs. Mud bugs. Yeah.
50 pounds of crayfish or what? Briar.
with
I
Yeah.
take briar.
Briar's
We're having a
delicious.
party.
That's the
We're
right
having a
answer.
party. Great.
Yeah, I take briar.
Hey,
Perfect.
follow-up question from someone completely else, but it's relevant. What seasoning from Nero? So what seasoning do you recommend for my briar this year?
My briar this year.
About
Can
a
we start a
butterball briar?
trend? Can we start a trend? Hopefully, Briar doesn't get offended. If he does, he's stupid. Where everyone just tweets us their Thanksgiving meal and
The
say,
Briar
"Check out my
recipes?
briar this year."
Bought a Genio briar this year.
Got my briar from Whole Foods this year. It's looking nice. Got a young briar this year.
Yeah.
Yes, please do that.
Got him.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Seasoning for briar. Don't know.
I don't do any cooking.
I'm gonna go with
Sounds funny.
all-purpose seasoning. Just
All
throw
purpose
everything
is
in it.
great.
maybe throw in a bit of cayenne just to spice it up.
Yeah, maybe some spicy briar. That
Yeah.
could be nice.
Deep
We could
fried.
do
I saw
air fried
videos. I saw videos of like firefighters why you shouldn't deep fry your turkey or something, and like all the oil going everywhere and catching stuff on fire.
Yeah.
Seen that?
it
Is that a
happens.
thing?
Oh
You guys
yeah.
deep fried turkeys?
America.
Really?
Yeah.
America.
This is it. A few years ago, it caught on to be even bigger thing. I think social media probably made it what it is today, because I feel like it started maybe early 2010s, something like that. And then yeah, it's been
Right.
it is delicious if done correctly, but it's highly dangerous
Yes, very dangerous.
because of all the boiling or the fry, the oil can catch on fire.
I
Yeah,
have a
right.
related question from a different person. From Donnie, who says, eliminate one side from the Thanksgiving table: green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, stuffing, briar, or rolls.
Well, we're keeping briar because that's delicious. I think I'm gonna get rid of the green bean casserole. Yeah,
You can't get rid of mashed potatoes with potato.
No, mashed potatoes
No.
are amazing.
those are delicious. Yeah, maybe
When
rolls.
you say
actually.
green bean casserole, what do you mean?
Okay, we have to now explain green bean casserole.
Yeah, I
Is it just green beans?
no. It's usually I think there's usually cream in it too, and like maybe onion
Oh, that
flakes
does
or
sound good.
something.
What if I read a recipe to you?
Yeah, do it because I'm actually not 100% sure. I usually pass on it.
Hold on, I have to read someone's life story about their first ever green bean casserole. first.
You were reading a blog about how to make a green bean casserole.
So this one has condensed cream or mushroom soup, milk,
Okay. Yep.
pure ground black pepper, any green beans, and then some original crispy fried onions. on top.
Right.
I was pretty like close.
Cream of mushroom, green beans, throw some stuff on there, pepper.
Yeah, it sounds pretty tasty.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I might get rid of the rolls.
Yeah, I'm changing my answer to the rolls. I think that's a better option. Get rid of
Like,
that.
we got to get rid of one thing.
Yeah,
Where are the rolls? I don't see the rolls in there.
it was after Briar. After you're in Briar, you're like, what? What's the question?
What? Rolls. Oh, roll. Yeah. I don't-
all I
don't know.
do is eat mashed potatoes on the holidays. All right, I don't even need anything else. Give me the mashed potatoes and give me something sweet at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Mylan, when you
Go on.
guys have you have a what? You have a what?
Question. You can
Oh.
ask first.
Mylan, when you do like holiday stuff in
Mm.
Australia, what is the go-to meals and sides for holiday
Well,
stuff?
it's mainly just Christmas. What other holidays we have?
You guys
Like,
don't have
where
holidays
everybody
then?
when everybody gets together and eats.
think it
Yeah,
is just
aside from Christmas.
We don't really do it. I mean, Australia Day is a barbecue.
Australia Day is a barbecue? When is Australia Day?
Australia Day is you bring meat to a barbecue, you put on an Aussie hat, and you
drink a Foster's. Got it.
You put your stubbies in an esky. You put a prawn in the barbie, and you go from there. It's in January. It's the 26th of January.
26th of January? Interesting. So this is like late. This is like
hot.
after Thanksgiving.
Hot.
You know? It's like a post-Christmas experience.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's normally a barbecue. It's hot. You're wearing a singlet. You got your board shorts on, your boardies on. You bring an esky with all your stubbies in it. Got your stubby holders. Bring a couple snags. A barbecue. And then it's just Christmas, really. I don't know. I think Australia's pretty multicultural for what they do for Christmas. It's usually just a lot of food. Like,
do you have Yorkshire puddings in Australia?
Not commonly.
Okay.
If your family is English, then yes. But if not,
they're delicious.
They're not common.
They're the best.
So like like my Christmas, because my mum's Italian, will basically be, doesn't matter what time of the day is, whatever time everyone decides that they're having, it's usually lunch. There'll be like veal and chicken cutlets, as in like crumbed cutlets.
Okay.
Not as in like lamb cutlets, but like fuck, I don't know they're called, like they're Italian cutlets, like veal and chicken, like a parmesan, like a palmy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, Tef doesn't know what I mean.
A parmesan? Like chicken parmesan?
Yeah, like chicken parmesan.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like a schnitzel. A schnitzel. Yeah, right, it's like a schnitzel.
Okay.
So we have like just bucket loads of that. Lasagna. Probably prawns. Like cold prawns.
Prawn cocktail.
Yeah, you get all your prawns. What else? Something like that.
Do you also bring burritos?
Roast, roast. Yeah.
Do you bring burritos and shawarmas also to the party?
I do not bring burritos.
Do you have a quiz? You have a family quiz of which one's which?
I was once asked to bring burritos, and I said, "Can you please clarify what you mean by burrito?"
So in America, you got 4th of July. That's like our barbecue day, essentially.
That is the barbecue day.
Yeah. Designated barbecuing experience right there. And then you got, Labor Day, Memorial Day. Like those things are generally extra barbecue days that happen. And then and then you got Thanksgiving, which is a big feast day. And then obviously Christmas, another feast day with presents and all that. Then typically Easter as well. Easter happens, and a lot of people treat that as like a meal day as well. I feel like there's a lot of days to eat.
We go camping for Easter, so it changes each year.
Camping? Is that what Jesus did? Are you like retracing?
Just rolled on out with the.
Right. That's. I don't think a lot of people actually go away camping for Easter. Actually, in Australia, I don't know why. It's just nice. Get away from technology.
Sounds fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great.
My folks have been. I have not spent an Easter at home since I was born.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
My folks took us camping when we were like 1.
Did you never hunt for an egg?
We hunt for eggs in the bush.
What kind of eggs are you finding in the bush? Are they planted
have an Easter egg
parents?
hunt in the campground?
Found an egg.
That's not an egg. Don't eat that. That's not chocolate. So I got a funny story here because there's no one else to talk about. When everyone else used to take their kids, like there was a big group that used to go camping, and everyone else would take their kids as well. And the Easter Bunny would come, and one of the like adults would there was a big Easter Bunny costume that they would put on, and so one of the parents would take all the kids down the river, and other person would one of the other adults put the Easter Bunny costume on, and they would put all the Easter eggs around the campsite, like in the little tree nooks and like on the chairs and on the sides of the tents and stuff. And all the kids would come up, and the Easter bunny would just be like hopping away, and it was like, "Oh my god, the Easter bunny's here!" And then all the eggs, like, quickly find all the eggs. One year, the kids were like, "Nah, fuck that. Let's get the Easter bunny because that's where the source of the eggs are." And so all the kids
Milk the bunny.
Bolting after. It's the bunny who's doing this. I can't remember who it was. One of the adults were doing like a comical hop. Who like, "Oh shit!" Just like running through the bush, and then all these fucking kids are running after them like, "Give us your eggs!"
That sounds like how I would expect Australia to celebrate Easter.
Yeah.
That's great. The jig was up on the Easter bunny.
Yeah. And I don't know if we ever got another Easter bunny. I think everyone was too scared to do the Easter bunny after that. I got a question here from Hey Blaze.
All right.
Because I'm interested in this answer. What are some of your favorite board games?
Ones that make people wildly uncomfortable.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. Those are great.
Like Jackbox or something. Does that count as a board game?
It's sort of, right? Actually, isn't Jackbox? Don't they have?
It's on the computer.
Yeah, use your phone, but it's board game-esque, I guess.
Yeah, board game-esque.
Board game adjacent.
Have you played maybe these aren't board games. Telestrations? Have you seen Telestrations?
No.
We take a lot of board games to go camping because you can't do anything else, right?
Yeah, while you're celebrating Easter.
2 favorite board games. One's Telestrations and one is Werewolf. I think it's called Werewolf. Ultimate Night Werewolf or something like that. Telestrations is you have like a little mini whiteboard and a pen, and everyone gets a word. You pick like a card of words, or like a pack of cards that have words on them, and you write the word on the whiteboard. It's like a flip pad of whiteboards, and then you pass it to your left, and then that person has to draw the word, and then they pass their picture to the next person, and they've got to write it. So
it's
it goes
like
around the
telephone
circle.
with pictures.
Great. I like that.
Yeah, it goes around. So and you can get like a naughty version, so like sexual positions and stuff, which is just so funny because everyone's like you start off with whatever and then it ends up being
handing that over to grandma is always
yeah. So that one's fun. It's always a good laugh. One Night Ultimate Werewolf is like a deduction game where you have these little picture tiles and everyone gets allocated like a villager or a werewolf, and you got to trick people. Like if you get the werewolf, you got to trick people. Us. Yeah, it's like Among Us, in like a board game version. And everyone has their own powers. You all close your eyes and certain characters get to do stuff during the night. They get to look at cards, and werewolves get to see each other so they can go like defend each other when you come to voting each other out. You're like, "Nah, I'm not the werewolf," and someone's like, "Yeah, he's not the werewolf. I saw his card. I was the seer." The seer gets to look at cards, and then like you work out who's really good at lying. It's super fun.
It is fun.
It's like Mafia. I think it's like Mafia. Have you played Mafia?
I haven't played Mafia.
Yeah.
So we used to play this game back in the day called Resistance. It's a board game, and similar thing like that where you're either the Resistance or the I can't remember the opposite of the Resistance, but there's 2 spies, or depending on how many people were playing, you could have up to 10 people. It would define how many people were spies playing Resistance, and in the beginning, everybody closes their eyes and the spies open their eyes so they know who's who.
Yes.
Yeah. Same type of thing, like the werewolf type of thing.
Yeah. Yes.
And then you go through convincing your friends and family that you're lying directly to your friends and family as sincerely as possible to then make them get really uncomfortable when they find out that you've been lying the entire time at the end of the game, or when you've been caught. Essentially, they're like, "No, there's no way. You had to have been the person that failed the mission." It's pretty great.
The funny thing is, someone in chat just said, pretty much whoever can yell the best. There's this weird tactic in all these like deduction games because you have like a timer on that starts like ticking to vote. And basically what I would always do is just Doesn't matter what conversation you have, just scream as I can, it's fucking Danny! It's Danny! Vote for Danny! Like, right at the end, and then everyone will just change their votes.
We should play Among Us with Mylan.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We never got to. That would be hilarious.
Watts and I had the perfect game. Like
we did have the perfect
the
game.
end all be all game where we convinced everybody that we were definitely not it was
the
bad
perfect.
guys.
It was like set up, and it was better set up than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah.
Because I killed someone, and the other person who was still alive saw them walking like past the body. And it was just like, oh, clearly it's this person because they were just there and they were alive and now they're dead.
I remember, I think I had a thing happen where
on YouTube.
The first one that I killed, the body glitched and it glitched behind the chair. And so then I walked, it was like there's a captain's area in the game and the body glitched behind the chair. And then I think it was Crafty. He walked up into the room and was like, what's this? Clicked on it. He was the one who didn't realize. I think that's how it went. He didn't realize that he called on found the body, and was all confused about it. And I was like, "Yeah, man, I don't know. It's crazy. It's weird.
Yes,
Weird stuff going on."
That's so.
I didn't notice
strange.
it. Yeah,
I didn't see it. I don't know. What
How could I have known?
Actually, no. I think what happened was we started pinning it on Crafty because he's the one who didn't see anything, didn't know where this body was. Yet he was the one who called it. So it set up this house of lies that was perfect.
And it ended with T-Rex saying, if Watts and Tefty are the imposters, then we're all stupid.
It was amazing.
Those games are so fun.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff.
Unless you get people that get real sad when you lie to them.
True. Which that's what happened on the Resistance game, because you're lying directly to the faces. I had a similar thing where me and my buddy were like, oh, we're the spies this time. And then our friend was like, there's no way that you guys are the spies. It turns out we were.
You know, a lot of these Twitter questions are just, because it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, it's all about making Briar in various ways.
Yeah, it's great. Warms my heart.
That's all of them. Like, there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Very nice.
Too bad Briar couldn't read them. Matt says, if you had to take one job of the NPCs in the tower, which one would you apply for? You have to apply for it.
Apply for a job.
Yeah, you're not just getting the job.
NPC.
You have to apply for it. So you got to submit a resume and be really passionate about wanting to become the sweeper bot.
Honestly, I just think a ticket into the tower is like, it's obviously the nice place in comparison to living elsewhere.
Yeah.
So I think you'd actually want the lowest responsibility just to get in there. Like, do a sweeper bot. No one's going to be following up on you. And then you just program the sweeper bots to, like, do your work and then just loaf around.
Here's the thing, though. If you say you want to be the sweeper bot, they're going to say, yeah, but the sweeper bot has got it covered. They're doing their job. It's a bot. You program it. And you set it and forget it.
Okay.
You got to convince them that the sweeper bot.
Okay. I program Sweeperbot to fail, and then I apply for maintenance person of the Sweeperbots.
Sweeperbot mechanic.
And then I get rid of the bug. Sweeperbots work perfectly. I'm chilling out in my little Sweeperbot den.
Do you think the Sweeperbot would snitch on you? Be like, it was my land.
Beep, bop, beep.
Beep, bop, beep, bop.
It's my land. I am a robot. No, because I'm big brain. I would have programmed it to not do that.
Yeah, you would erase that memory part. Just gone through the data logs, be like, boop, wipe.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
I like a Noya Choose comment who said, can I be the Karen that asks, is that the same price you give the Guardians?
Nice. Apply for that job.
One of people just walking around saying nonsense stuff with their bots.
With their little
They're
pad.
like, shush, be quiet. The future worker could be listening.
Yeah, I want to be that person. That'd be great. Just
Random
walking around.
ship
Oh,
mechanic.
hey, Guardian.
Yeah.
Just every 5 minutes. Oh, hey, Guardian. That's my
I'm
job.
gonna apply for the pigeon feed supply person who delivers pigeon feed for St. 14.
That's
he
pretty
does need a
good.
lot.
Yeah, that sounds like a chill job in a stressful environment.
Yeah. I can imagine hanging out with Saint 14 would be pretty good.
That'd be great, right? Get some great stories.
Given the pigeon feed.
Yeah.
He'd be so happy too.
If you missed your
He's so
day,
happy to see you because he knows that you bring the pigeons.
Exactly. The flip side of it, though, is if you happen to screw up one time and couldn't make it, and you don't bring Saint 14 as pigeon feed, you could make an enemy for life.
He would get angry if you were late.
It could be bad. Don't ever miss.
Don't miss. Would you want to get sappy? Let's get sappy, and then we'll go back to eating Bri. We have a question from Lumina, who said, with Thanksgiving tomorrow, what is something you all are thankful for this year? Much love to everyone.
How does this work? You just say what you're thankful for? Is that's basically in the sentence? Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. I've never had to do Thanksgiving before. It's my first Thanksgiving thanks. Like, is it serious? It's serious, isn't it?
It can be, or it can be silly. Either way.
Okay.
Thankful
well, I mean, I really shouldn't say I'm thankful for Halo Infinite when my wife's pregnant and I've finished my PhD. So it's probably gonna be thankful for a happy, healthy wife with bun in the oven.
But you're super happy about Halo Infinite.
Is that right? I did good?
Absolutely. That's great.
Perfect.
That was great.
You're scooping mashed potatoes now.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thankful. I'm definitely thankful for Halo Infinite as well. It's very, it's been fun. I guess for me, this year, I'm thankful that I was able to realize some course correction trajectories I was making habit-wise in my life that I needed to get on the right path. So I'm thankful to have the wherewithal to try to do that. So
yeah, that's good, mate.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that people are healthy because this year our cats went through a lot of health stuff. And now they're doing great. Chilling. Tobias had a bath the other day, and I've never seen him so happy after a bath. He was so happy. Because I assume it's because he has arthritis and he's in a warm bath, and I'm like, cleaning him. So he's getting massage. Yeah, so he gets out and he's like, woo, I'm a young man. I'm ready to party. He's like,
clean cat.
Are you cats okay with getting baths? Or are they revolt against it?
We'll deal with it. He won't be happy, but he's like, just get it over. He gets to the point where he just sits there and he's just like, get over it. Just get it over it. Bella will try and climb on you out of the bath. So she's like digging into your shoulder to get
claws.
Yeah, so when I give Bella a bath, I normally have to just go fully clothed because of the claws.
Yep. You got to have
and hold her.
Leather. Leather armor.
Yeah, I get my leather suit to go in the bath. And then I just hold Bella and Tomo will like come and wash her, but I have to just hold her and be like, it's okay. Don't panic.
Yeah.
Because as soon as she gets into that position of the death claw climbing out, you're stuck.
Yeah.
You can't move.
That's how Merlin was.
Tobias would just sit there.
Merlin was a two-person wash as soon, and he had some fangs. He was ready to rip a jugular. So bath time was like, all right, all hands on deck. Prepare mentally for this.
Yeah, when we gave Tobias the bath the other day, he just sat there in the tub on his butt for a little bit, chilling in the
amazing. Just taking
probably like, this feels pretty good on my old bones. I like this.
Cats
so I said we need to build a cat onsen for Tobias. Build a little spa for him, get him a little robe.
Spa day for him. There you go.
Yeah, spa day.
Cats that are completely fine with water are amazing.
Yeah, they're strange.
Why do cats hate water? What's the deal with that?
I think it's got to be something to do with just not liking the sensation on their fur, and they're just not used to it. So it's an immediate like, ugh.
You're basically right. Yeah. It said that they spend a great deal of their day grooming themselves, and wet fur is extremely uncomfortable for a cat and often takes a long time to dry, and it's heavier, and it makes them easier for predators to catch them. So it just feels uncomfortable for them to be wet.
Right.
Imagine wearing wet clothes.
True.
And they're just
Not clothes,
furiously
like
licking
wet
themselves.
Jumpers.
Yes.
Wet jumpers.
You're
Wet,
walking
heavy
around,
jumpers.
wet shoes, wet socks. I mean, come on, wet socks are the worst. You imagine someone drops an ice cube on the floor, doesn't pick it up. Half hour later, you come by and step on it. Ooh, it's rough.
Yeah, it's that's why you give them a bath and they're just licking themselves furiously. They're like, it won't stop, it won't get better.
Yeah,
It's just permanently wet.
Why have you done this? Why have you done this to me?
I got a question from Johnny B. It says, do you guys think we'll ever see a second swappable exotic catalyst for older exotics? Which exotic do you think needs a new catalyst? So do you think we'll see swappable exotic catalysts?
No.
Okay.
No.
I think if anything, they'd probably just replace it if they felt like it
tune-up?
needed something different. Yeah.
Bring it to the shop and get it fixed up for something else?
Yeah. Yeah, they have talked about, though, getting a new system so exotics can make orbs without needing a catalyst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
I want to
Which
make
would be nice.
orbs.
Make the orbs.
Please.
Which is
And
just,
thank you.
it's ridiculous that there's not something in place already, because
Yeah.
when a build requires you to make orbs for, like, your armor builds needs that to proc for the armor to work,
Yeah.
and
So you
exotics
can't
are
use
out of the
any
play because you
exotics.
can't make orbs of them. Yeah.
It's pretty ridiculous, yeah. Or the exotics that don't have them. I also have another one from Hugo Rune, which I haven't fully read all the way through yet.
Let it fly.
But so he says he also had to snap this, like grab a snap of it because too many characters, so it's a long one. Would you rather have the legs of a dog or the face of a turkey? ? Obviously, your arms would be dog's legs too, but at least you wouldn't have the face of a turkey. You wouldn't be able to walk on all fours. You wouldn't be able to walk on all fours with your dog legs, but you would have to do your best to totter around on the back too, and you clearly wouldn't have hands. So what's it going to be?
It's got to be turkey head, right? Because it sounds like with the dog stuff, I literally can't live my life. I'm just like stuck. Plus,
You're out of
I
commission.
would be so famous if I was a talking turkey. And
Instant.
half human,
Yeah,
half
but your
turkey.
fucking head looks like a turkey. What?
I'm gonna be rich.
Imagine going to the grocery store.
Famous.
Be like,
Ellen's
"Oh, it's
gonna
turkey
invite me
head."
on her show. The talking half turkey human streamer.
Could you talk if your head was a turkey, or
Sure
would you
I
be
can.
gobble gobble?
No.
Oh, good question. Good
Nope.
question.
Nope.
No?
Could you
talk.
even eat properly? You'd just be pecking
Turkeys
at stuff.
can eat.
Your diet is consisting
Yeah, but
of
what would your diet
bugs,
be?
worms and
I
bugs.
don't know what
and
turkeys
stuff.
eat. What do turkeys eat?
Bugs? They're like pecking at the ground. They're going.
What do turkeys
Yeah, but the thing
eat?
is, it's your head is a turkey, but your stomach's still human, so you'd have to eat
Fruits and nuts.
No bugs?
Fruits and nuts, and in the spring they eat leaves and grass, and then they feed on fruits, berries, seeds, and then some insects.
Wow. Insects
I
are
could
just
just eat
like
berries. I'm gonna be chilling with some berries, talking to
yeah.
chat with my half turkey body head. And if I can just
they
gobble,
can
gobble.
understand you, because there might be a gobble, 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 gobble.
That would almost be better. People would be watching you play a video game and you're going, gobble, gobble, gobble. And when you get angry, you just gobble more angrily.
Yeah, right. That would be funny.
Yeah, you're onto something.
Yeah,
I think
I'd pick the turkey head too. I'd pick the turkey head too.
Yeah,
I'm just
turkey
being
head.
devil's advocate.
You imagine,
because then you can at least play games.
I can play games.
Yeah. Your communication skills are going to tank, but yeah, you can play games.
I have a question from Wes that, maybe Mylan can help us out on.
Okay.
Because he's clearly good at this. Which bungee undies are best for setting the mood in the boudoir? Asking for Shax.
Are they? Do I have pick? Are they on the Bungie store?
They are on the Bungie store. Let me see. What's new?
Like, without seeing them, I'm gonna say red. Is there a red pair?
Okay, let's see. Boxers. There's the Foundry Boxers set that has Suros. Suros is red.
Well,
It's red and white, mostly white.
So highlights.
You know
red.
what they say about Syros? They've got 2 modes. There's the slow fire and there's the fast fire. Just saying.
Can I introduce you to Syros regime?
Yeah. So
That's the one. Yep.
It's got to be the Viced, right?
they're
The
not budgie
Viced,
smugglers though. They're actually boxers.
Viced,
Because
Podrick, Snake.
Yeah, maybe or Gambito. Or Gambito Snake.
Gambito Snake.
Oh, look, dredging.
Chad
Got a
said,
dredging.
Fast fire is the hard meta. Oh yeah.
That's great.
Oh man.
Abort. Next question.
All right, I got a question from Doughboy. It says, should fully charged fusion rifles shots continue firing upon death? They currently don't. Please don't eat Briar tomorrow. And I'm thankful for people that actually use commas. He put a lot of commas in there.
Oh, Briar would be so happy.
Briar
with
would have
this.
appreciated that comment so much.
Yeah.
The punctuation was impeccable. Thank you, Doughboy.
Yeah, Briar would love that.
No bets on Briar though.
No bets on Briar. Why do you think he's not here? He's in the oven. He's basing.
He's getting prepared.
Getting basted.
I don't really understand the question about fusion rifles. So what happens?
So here's what happens.
They just disappear mid. They disappear mid.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time. It's really annoying. So I'll get my fusion rifle will begin to fire. Half of it will happen, and then someone shoots me with a shotgun. I die, and then the other half of the magazine, or the other parts of the shot don't come out. Should they all fire?
I don't know. I feel like it's okay the way it is.
As a fusion rifle user, it annoys me when it happens. I wouldn't mind my entire shot going off. That'd be great. Get more trades. But I don't.
I think the whole point of fusion rifle is it takes more planning and more positioning.
It is. It's more of a positioning thing, yeah.
To get all the shots off, right?
Yeah.
The bolts disappear. I mean, if they're... Depends which ones. You're saying that only half of the bolt goes through.
Well, wherever you die. So if you're in like that split second of the bolts being fired, then if you die halfway through it, then the other half of the bolts don't materialize.
I feel like it should continue, right? Because you shot the gun. The gun has been shot.
You could argue that point for sure. It's like it's shotgun, all the pelts
but you're
get released.
Dying at the same time. So you shouldn't have just
But I shot me gun.
You can't pull back half of your shots without dying though. Like it's not possible to shortchange a fusion rifle blast.
Right.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it just like shoot into the ground or something if you're like falling over?
Good point.
Maybe.
In reality, it would.
Yeah. With maybe it'll be a bit different when they're no longer projectiles.
Someone actually, says if you die during their travel, they disappear. I agree that the bolt should continue in that case.
Yeah, I guess I am saying a little incorrect. It's even if they're, is that correct? So even if they're out and about to connect, which they technically should, so it's because it's like hit scan almost. They should connect anyways, but.
Well, yeah, but won't this issue? Yeah, now everything's hit scan with fusion rifles, right?
Kind
Didn't
of.
they fix that?
Well, as we found out, it's like just really fast bullets. That's what Chris was talking about.
Really fast. 99999 bullets.
It was 999 in the system. And that's why sometimes high frame rates can actually affect that. But essentially, the game feels like they're a hit scan.
It hasn't bugged me enough to be upset by it, but I'll take it.
I haven't noticed it much. Yeah.
I've noticed it a few times.
And I'm using fusion rifle a lot. I'm like using them. That's my go-to trials loadout.
Yeah.
But I find in trials you either get the kill or you die before you get the shot off.
Yep.
So
you would definitely get more
I'm sure
trades.
in sixes, you got people behind you and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'd get more trades if it was a thing like that, but
True.
I think
This isn't a question, but I just wanted to bring up the comment from Enigmatic Pixel, who said, "Just wanted to say I'm thankful for you all and wish everyone a very fair dinkum Thanksgiving. Fair dinkum Thanksgiving.
Nice,
We
Pixel.
are merging cultures. You're welcome.
I think that's fair dinkum.
Fair dinkum.
I'm not saying
is it fair
no,
dinkum?
no. I've been
fair
teaching you
dinkum Thanksgiving?
Australian language. You guys have been abusing it, been using it incorrectly, and worst of all, you've been triggering other Australians with your improper use.
Guzzling
Who's
Fosters and saying
triggered
fair
by
dinkum.
our fair dinkums? Nobody. I don't believe it.
Do you remember talking to Chris?
I thought he was amused.
He was having fun.
I saw a twinkle of anger in his eye.
It's the Aussie anger glint.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mohican 9 says,
where's all the Halo questions? Someone asked the Twitter Halo questions so we can talk about Halo.
so many Halo questions.
What are your thoughts on Halo? Great question.
From 420 360 no scopes. Have you guys been getting into much Halo recently?
I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
Thanks, No Scopes.
Yes. Halo is like the opposite of Destiny, I feel. If you don't like something
Fair
in
and
Destiny,
balanced.
Halo would probably make up for it. If you don't like something in Halo, Destiny probably makes up for it. I've been really enjoying
Yeah,
it.
that's true. The
Long
balance,
time to kill, positioning, maps, objective modes.
Yep.
The worst thing's a battle pass.
I really like
it?
the map positioning, map knowledge. That's always been a thing with Halo, and it's highlighted even more so in Infinite.
Yeah.
Like if you're going against similar skilled players, I feel like if you don't know the map, you're gonna get dunked on fairly.
Yeah.
You know. And not that that's a bad thing. Like I understand, like the first user experience can be rough on that, but once you learn it, once your brain is clicking with the map and the angles, you're suddenly really enjoying those options that the game lays out for you.
And it's just like, my God, going from Destiny to playing Halo, just having all these different. I mean, I know that I don't play a huge amount of Halo, and I know that Halo Infinite was criticized for not having as many game modes as it normally does on relays. But even like as a Destiny player going to Halo, when you've got like capture the flag, oddball, and then you've got the normal zone control, and you got Fiesta now with the event, which is really fun.
Yeah.
It's like, Destiny, please put some resources into game modes. Oh, I want to see how this functions.
It's been really nice playing a capture the flag mode in Halo. Because I miss a mode like that in Destiny. Like Rift.
Yeah.
Rift is obviously different from capture the flag, but still it would be
fun.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they experimented with some of that stuff, brought it in.
Give me exotic gun game, please. Everybody
I would love
gets
that.
one exotic weapon, you get to kill with it, and it's just gun game, and it goes to the next exotic, and you finish on, what would you finish on? Traveler's Chosen. I don't know. That would be fun.
Great.
Yeah, I would love that.
One thing I have been annoyed over though is what's the battery one in Big Team Battle?
Oh yeah, that's a bit annoying.
Yeah, that one
the
sucks.
chicken nuggies.
Yeah, the chicken nuggies. They had too many chicken nuggies, right? Too much chaos that happens with that. And so some of them I haven't really enjoyed the modes too much. Like Oddball also, I feel like that's come up too much.
Oddball's growing on me. I like Oddball.
Okay.
Yeah. It's growing on me. It's fun in a team. It's like protect the president. It's fun in a team.
Yeah, for sure. I can see
cool
that.
Plays.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I really enjoy Slayer when it pops up, and that maybe I'm part of the problem on some of those objective modes because I'm like,
Slayer's
all right, I got my
nice.
BR, I'm gonna go and just kill people, and then when it's not Slayer, I'm sometimes ignoring the objective. But I've been getting better at that. I've been like capping points, playing more like a big team battle player. It's been fun.
Have you had a chance to play Fiesta yet?
I have, yeah, and it's interesting playing with the different weapons, spawning with them.
It's fun learning the different weapons, eh? I really like it.
Yeah, it gives
And the
you a
different
chance to try
combos with the gadgets too, because you don't always get.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is a cool way to use this gadget with this weapon to make sure it's optimized, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's been fun.
I just want grapple hooks all the time. Grapple hooks are incredibly fun. If I could trade my grenades for a grapple hook, I'd even do that. Let me choose. Grapple hooks are just so fun. There's so cool things you can do with grapple hooks.
Have you used a grapple hook with a sword?
That's great.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you harpoon somebody and you just like, yeah, bonk, and you just like uppercut them as you get there. It's really good.
Yeah, grapple
Really
hooks fun.
Nice.
Yep. When's the DCP Halo? Yeah.
Don't know.
When?
I don't know. We'll see.
When?
My rotation, I usually play like 2 or 3 games, and then I take a break, go do something else, and I come back, play 2 or 3 games, and go to something else.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So I'm in a different rhythm right now with the game when I play it. It's also in my living room or my big TV. I play it on there.
Right.
I do have it loaded on the PC, but I've been playing on the Series X mostly.
There's crossplay.
That's true. There's crossplay.
Mylan's headset is judging you. It's the wiggle, the judgment wiggle. So he throws it back when he's had enough. He says, "Good day, sir." And throws it back.
Good day, sir.
So I was going to read this question from Mohican 9. It says, first, thanks to my wife for putting up with me for 21 years. Congrats, Mohican.
Oh,
Happy
congrats.
anniversary. Now the question. You're the head of a black market organization. Would you rather be feared or loved in a black market
organization?
Yeah, so apparently you're doing illegal activities. Feared or loved.
It's hard because most of these criminal organizations go with being feared, right? That's like generally what people do. But because they fear you, if someone comes along who can help them and be nice to them and get back at you, they'll go with them. It's easy for someone to come and take all your people.
Yeah, also, what's a black market organization where you would be loved?
Stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
Would that be it, though? Would in
people
reality,
could still love you if you were like some sort of drug dealer, right?
If you give back to the community, you could. There's a couple people that do that.
Yeah.
They run like big drug organizations, but they're always doing like community outreach programs or feeding the homeless and stuff, so the community loves them.
Be like, I just brought in all these opioids, and now I'm gonna give back to the community. I don't know.
But there's a couple people there that they run their stuff like that because then the community loves them, so they're more likely to protect them because they're like, oh well, they give us food, they get toys for the kids for Christmas, they do bunch of stuff.
Does this fall under the cartel
I feel like
type of
if
stuff?
you were loved, you just need really big bodyguards. You'd need people to fear those around you so you weren't attacked all the time.
Right.
Which is probably the same as being feared, I guess.
Yeah.
You gotta be both.
You need a bigger stick so people are like, yeah, okay, let's not mess with this person.
I feel like if you're circumventing the law, you're gonna have to play the feared card no matter what.
I think you might have to, even if you're doing both, right? Where the people do give back to the community, so the community loves them. You're still feared. They still know not to cross you. They still know not to like go against you because they do fear you ultimately.
Yeah.
I'd love to rule with love, but
yeah,
I think people need to fear me so they don't come murder me.
You're gonna distribute a bunch of cocaine and also be loved, not feared.
Yeah.
All right. Answer that question. Great.
Easy game.
We got any other questions?
There's not a ton. A lot of them are just eating briar because it's Thanksgiving. It's the holiday.
Yeah.
It's the briar holiday. So there are a lot of briar related questions. Seasoning, sides.
What sides would go good with briar?
Yeah. What goes well with
beer.
the
question?
Foster's beer.
There's a
for one.
question about turducken? You heard of turducken?
Oh, I missed this. Yeah. Where you stuff a bird in a bird in a bird. You put a turkey, you put a duck. I think it's a duck and a chicken, which then goes inside a turkey, and you cook that.
I remember us talking about this in a previous year, and I believe I put it out of my memory because that sounds.
They also said once you have to find a vegan alternative.
Bird and bird.
You put some tofu inside a bigger tofu.
Yeah. You put garbanzo beans inside of a tofu inside of a field roast.
I just realized an emu would be perfect for all those birds being put into another bird to then get cooked.
Because it's big.
It's big, right? Big cavity.
You put a kangaroo in the emu.
Oh, please stop eating our animals.
Okay. Australian turducken is you take a koala, you put it inside an emu, and then you put that inside a kangaroo.
The kangaroo's pouch.
I tell you this. You can have crocodile because we eat crocodile.
Oh, yeah, crocodile. Forgot.
You can eat kangaroo too. That's fine. There's heaps of kangaroos. And emu. So you could put a crocodile meat inside kangaroo, inside emu.
Sounds
Wait,
great.
wouldn't you? Crocodile's big.
Or maybe
so you could just put everything inside the crocodile.
Yeah, but crocodile comes like a steak. Like a steak.
Oh,
slab.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you're saying is you need a bigger barbecue.
Crocodile sandwich. That a slab of kangaroo meat, emu breast, whatever that is on an emu, and on either side, slab of crocodile. There you go.
Can you catch chlamydia from the koalas if you eat them?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, is that possible?
I mean, if you eat them, I imagine cooking it would get rid of it, right?
Not this strain of
chlamydia. Not this strain.
That's why it's dangerous.
Emu, kang, koala.
All right. Well,
good times.
I think we nailed it.
I think we nailed Twitter questions. Brian would be very proud.
Yeah, he would definitely be proud.
What percentage you reckon of this podcast was Destiny?
Well, some percentage.
And then you did the lore?
10%. Oh, I did lore. Yeah,
actually, the lore was quite a bit. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, we did it.
Also, we're streaming in the Destiny directory, so all of it, technically.
All of it. Sorry.
I do want to give a bit of a shout out to T-Rex's podcast, which is called Tea Time with T-Rex. And they had Holtz on today.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So he was there talking about QA and design and stuff like that. So
nice.
He's cheating on us right now. He's on another show right now.
Can't believe it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show.
I can't believe it.
Awesome. Well, I think that is episode 267 of DCP Live, Turkey Day Special. So
gobble,
thanks
gobble.
for gobble 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 gobble. We have wild
You gotta
turkeys
give us
that walk
the
around
angry turkey.
here.
That angry when you just got teabagged in trials.
Let me see if I can muster it.
That
Please
was good.
clip that, and that's my new sub alert. Thank you.
That's good.
Like I said, we got wild turkeys that walk around. They roam in packs from like 10 to 20. Every now and then they're on someone's house, and I get very acquainted with the turkeys around here.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Hang out.
Wild turkeys rolling around. Yeah, on that note, thanks for watching. We appreciate it.
Have a safe holiday.
Yes.
Don't drink and drive, or you'll end up in the booze bus.
Booze bus.
Yeah, the booze bus.
Don't get booze bust.
Don't burn your house down. Deep frying your turducken.
Yep.
Thank you to our Patreon members and subs on Twitch. We appreciate you guys, and thanks to everyone listening and tuning in. We'll see you next week for more
Thank you, everyone.
stuff, more facts.
Peace. Bye,
guys.
More facts.
Bye.
Bye.